Hello, welcome to the channel. I'm Dean Nutz. So this is going to be my Rust for consoles, Beach Bob sort of noob tips and tricks. So we're going to get started off. We're going to show you what to farm, how to farm it, and also we're going to start creating a base. So what I'm going to do right now, the first thing you want to do is try and evade the other beach bobs that are running around. Because that's going to be the first thing you're going to encounter, and I would advise, if you just want to practice with rock killing, then go ahead and take them on, but I'd advise just running off, because you know you're just going to you could waste hours smashing people with rocks on the beach. So with rock in hand, just carry on running, and you will come across stuff like that pumpkin patch right there. You can be kind and plant the seeds back, or you could take them with you and plant them nearer to your base that you're going to build. So we're going to build sort of little bases like these, as you see right here. But for now, I just want a safe place to hide from them beach bobs that were chasing me, and I'm going to pull up the map. You hit up on the D-pad for PlayStation, and it shows you the map. It's not huge, and there's about 90 players per map at the moment, or 100, whatever it is. So it's highly populated. This is an outpost. That's a friendly area. Don't get a weapon out in outpost, because the NPCs will shoot you. They're green NPCs. They are friendly unless you get a weapon out. If you build near the snow, that's going to be great. There's not going to be a lot of people over there, but you will die from the cold, so you need to craft some clothes first out of hemp, which gives you cloth. These wooded areas are good for obviously wood, and the rocky areas do have the rocks. Now I know that can sound confusing, but here we go. Right, so with your rock in hand, you want to hit the tree to farm yourself some wood. X marks the spot, so you want to keep hitting that X, and that's going to gather faster. Also what it does is rotate you around the tree, so it saves you looking over your shoulder for the other beach bobs with their rocks. So just keep tapping on that X, and hopefully you'll gather it quicker. So what you want to do once you've gathered a bit of wood, the first thing you want to do is get some wood and some stone and craft yourself a hatchet. That's probably the most vital thing. And while you're at it, if you find some hemp plants, they're the little sticking up weed plants, I'm sure you know what that looks like. Collect that as well, because you want to craft a sleeping bag as soon as possible too. You can also use them to craft bandages and clothes. But if you see these little pumpkins, then go ahead. And if you see an open base, then why not try it for its luck? You may get lucky, who knows. But there wasn't anything in this one. Someone got there before us, but never mind. See that node there, that kind of rusty looking one? That's metal. And to be honest, they all look pretty much the same. So if they're yellow, they will be sulfur, and if they're plain white, they will be stone. Stone is what you want to get first off, so you can craft yourself a hatchet. And then hatchet is used to gather wood quicker. A pick is used to gather stone quicker. Don't use them on the other one. So make sure your hatchet is for wood and your pick is for stone. Otherwise it won't gather anything. You're also going to want to craft a blueprint and a hammer. I'll go into that in a bit. So I just stopped off. I've took shelter in a bus shelter because there was a beach bob, but I think he had a spear or something. I can't remember now. He had something on him, and I just wanted to get out of the way. And also I took this time to craft myself a sleeping bag. So the sleeping bag is being crafted right now, and also I crafted myself a blueprint. So you only want, like, I think it's 50 wood for the blueprint, and that will make you with that you can craft your base. You see him run by, he didn't even notice me in here. I don't like to waste my time too early on with the PvP stuff, but see this node right here, the small ones just can be hand picked. So you'll see little tree stumps as well, they can be hand picked, which is a good way to get 50 material real quick. So that's a metal node right there again. just having a little scour around to see what we could get. So on your way to your destination, you can hand pick stuff like that metal node right there. It's all going to help you out, so on your way just pick what you can. These little red mushrooms, they're good for getting your health up. They're not great, the pumpkins are the best food, but if they're there then just pick them, why not? It gets your hunger and your health up. You don't really have to worry too much about water, but there are ponds you can drink out of. This is the wooden node that you could just pick. Wooden node, you know what I mean, the tree stump. But yeah, we are making our way nearer to the destination where I want to build, and I just see someone down there with a spear, so we avoided him, found a pumpkin, and then even better, there's a dead body that is kitted out. So we got all our armor off of him, we just got lucky there. He had a nail gun, and he also had the tools we wanted to craft. So, bonus, you can get real lucky. So, what we're gonna do now, I'm gonna hide in. I normally hide in the bush when I'm going AFK, like not AFK, but just even in the menu, because if you're out and about, people could bash you. So, this is how you equipped it to your quick bar, your quick slot down below there, and you cycle through. So you want your main tools on this. So I have normally like my hatchet, my crafting tools, or gather tools, and then I have like a weapon. You can also put your med kits in there and your bandages to heal up, and some food. So the first thing, you want to slap down a sleeping bag when you found a place to build, and this is so you can spawn back here. Once you place it down, you will notice there'll be a little green sleeping bag icon on the map, and that's so you can relocate where your base is. And like I say, you will also spawn in a sleeping bag unless someone breaks it, so be aware of that. It's probably safer inside your base, so I just slapped it down. But yeah, once you have the blueprint in your hand or in your quick slot, you can hold L2 and get this menu up. You just want to chuck a couple of squares down, square foundations, and maybe a couple of triangles too. Chuck your walls up. You will need to gather a bit of wood for this, and this is just thatch. People can just bash this down quite easily, so I'll show you how to upgrade it in a second. So you want to chuck in a couple of doorways, don't forget the door or you won't get back out again. And these triangles are going to be my airlock, so when you come in the first door you want to shut that up again, and then open door number 2. Walk through, shut that, and then open door number 3. So you know what an airlock is, right? So if anyone rushes you, they won't get in your base there, just get stuck in the airlock if they manage to kill you. It keeps your base a little more defended, shall we say. So next you want to craft yourself a door and a lock. So if you're a solo player, this is obviously going to take longer. If you're a whole like tribe of your clan, then you're going to whip up a base quite quicker actually, and only you can interact with your lock. I never bother crafting a key. I just lock the door and only you can use that. So you want to upgrade to a metal door and a key lock, a sort of not a key lock, what am I saying, a pin code lock, you know, the metal one. Anyway, you need like 100 metal shards. Here's a stone node. I said nude stone nude. Right, you want to hit the shiny surface with a pick, and that's going to gather it quicker, the same as X marks a spot on the tree. So that's gathering it quick. So yeah, once you get your pin code locks, then obviously it's going to be a lot beneficial for your whole clan and yourself. It's going to make your base a lot stronger if you put a metal door on, but I'll get to that in another episode. So when it's green, that means anyone can unlock it, and when it's red, that means it's locked for everyone else, but you can still open and shut it. You want to craft yourself a tool cupboard, chuck that down, and that means now once you put a bit of wood in, you will see that it's protected now from decaying. So if you haven't got anything in here, your base will start to decay, and you can store your raw materials and that in here. You can't store any like weapons or anything in that in here. You can obviously store like cloth and stuff, but the more you upgrade your base, the more materials you will need in there. Like the bigger the base is, you will have to start putting stone and then metal fragments in there to keep the upkeep going. So you slap on a roof, so you want it's actually a floor. That's the cheapest way pretty much. So stick a floor on and seal your roof up. Otherwise people could just craft a ladder and climb in. You get blueprints for certain items and they can just climb in. So what I did notice is the bear was around and I shot him with my nail gun and actually aggroed him to a deer, which then run in the distance of a blue NPC. So I will just warn you right now, if you're a noob, that the blue NPCs have guns and they will shoot on sight. So if you get too close, that blue NPC there, he will shoot you. So what you want to do is avoid him, or if you have arrows you can take him down. So a bow and arrow will take him down. I think it's only like 2-3 shots and he will be gone, but beware because he has like a gun on him and he will shoot you. So just bear that in mind. A little bear pun right there. And these bears are killers, by the way. As you can see right here, I'm gonna hit him. These barrels, you can break them open for scrap and then craft blueprints and stuff with scrap. I'll go over that in future episodes, but right now I'm focusing on the basics. And the blue NPCs, they also have blueprints and weapons and stuff on them. So to heal up, you can eat food and use bandages, med kits. You can also use a fire to heal yourself. I'll show you that in a second. So I'm just trying to cover the basics for you new players and those that are interested in Rust. So that's a way of healing up. And as you see right now, see that door lock is green. That means that someone left their door open. So we're gonna go ahead and loot him. We're gonna take all his prized possessions away from him. That is how Rust works. It is brutal, but that's just the way it is. And you notice right there, he obviously, you can take stuff out of their tool cupboard too. He obviously didn't upgrade that little triangle foundation. He probably left it thatch and someone like broke their way in there. Even if it's wood, they can still break in. It's just a bit harder. You just upgrade your base to like metal and stone and whatnot. But that armor I took off him, the wolf helmet, you can obviously make armor with that. The wolf skull story. So I've just made myself a wolf armored helmet there. But here's the sort of door lock. You want to go with this sort of a few doorways and then a few doors. It just helps secure your base a bit better. So if they break down or get into one door, then they've got to break down another one. It just takes them a lot longer and it uses up their resources. There's a beach bob outside, so I just aimed my nail gun and he ran off. Sometimes that's all it takes, just to warn people. So obviously you can create your storage boxes to put all your tools in and clothing items, stuff like that. I will go over the fire to show you how to upgrade your health a little bit more. So I'm on 69% right now. So if you don't want to keep eating, so my food is up there, you can place down a fire, and I'll go over that again. You want to create a hammer also, craft a hammer, and then you can upgrade your thatch walls to wood, and don't forget the flooring. Don't make the same mistake that other player made. Upgrade your flooring and also your ceiling. I don't have a ceiling at the moment, but I'm just showing you. You want to upgrade that too. Push triangle to equip. All your gear up the top is how you equip it. So I'll slap the fire down in a bit and show you that. The helicopter that buzzes over will shoot you, so it was here right now, so I'm going to slap on the roof, because if it sees you it will light you up, and it does damage your base too. in the first beta you took all your tools off and your armor and it ignored you, but now in this one it seems to shoot you regardless. So I slap my campfire down, turn it on. Obviously it takes wood, it could cook food, split your food down, or if you're melting metal in a furnace, split it down, it cooks a lot quicker, bear that in mind. So you see my comfort on the right hand side, the green comfort is 42%. Once it gets to 50, your health starts to increase, and if it goes above 50 and you haven't placed a rug down, because rug increases comfort, if you're a solo player and it goes above 50, there's someone door camping you, so just be aware of that. They will be out there ready to steal your thatch foundations. Obviously, like, lighting fires in nighttime will attract players too, so that's not the best idea, but sometimes it needs to be done. This is the bandages. Obviously you need the hemp to craft, to get the cloth and then craft the bandage. You need low grade fuel to go in a furnace. I'll cover all that in the next episode, I think. Furnaces and, you know, tool cupboards and workbenches, that sort of thing. This is your code lock, so that's like 100 fragments, and I'll go over a few other stuff, but right now we've been disconnected, so that's pretty much it for this tutorial. Thanks for watching. If you stayed this long, then that's amazing. I appreciate all your support. Subscribe so you don't miss any more, turn on the bell notification. We got a great community in Discord, and we've got an ever growing survival channel going now. I've just got myself a PC, so I'll be doing more PC games too, and also I'll be keeping the PlayStation 5 running, and the Discord is up for any discussion, tips and tricks, sharing your funny moments. But it's been great having you all. Thanks for watching, stay safe, stay entertained, and we will see you on the next one.